to the video. For this video, I thought we'd talk numbers. I thought we'd talk about how we've been getting on using eBay's promoted listings. Now, we've been using that for next month. It will be a year we've been using promoted listings. We don't promote everything in our store. I think currently it's maybe about, I'm not sure, a third to half of our items are promoted. Our store's got about 700 to 750 items in, just to give you an idea. But the other day I was looking at the numbers within eBay. If you go into your seller hub and then into the marketing tab and then click on promoted listings, you can see the complete rundown of how many impressions you're getting through promoted listings, how many clicks that's converting into, and how many sales and the value of those sales. So that's what I was looking at the other day, and I thought it would make an interesting video. Maybe you're thinking about using promoted listings, or you're really not sure if it works. So I thought I'd just share how it's worked for us. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into eBay and we'll take a look together. Now, yeah, well, let me show you the numbers first, and you can decide for yourselves whether you think promoted listings is a good thing or not. So let's share the screen. So like I say, this is within the marketing tab within your seller hub, and you can get all this information. So what you're seeing here, let me just get into the right window myself. So this is the promoted listings dashboard. And what you're currently seeing is the clicks. So this is how many people clicked through a promoted listing per day. Recently it shot up. I'm not sure what the reason is for that. I am starting to use it more, so I've been putting it on more and more new listings, so it may be that. For example, on the 11th of September there 195 clicks. Clicks don't really mean anything, like impressions don't really mean anything. It gives you an idea of how well the promoted aspect is doing, I guess, how far the reach is. But the only really important number, I guess, is sales. This is for the last 31 days, and you can see that we've had 41 sales through promoted listings within that time. But the point of this video is to look at the whole time we've been using it. That's what I was looking at the other day, and I thought it was quite interesting. So what you can do up here in the top right corner, you can change the length of time, the period you're looking at. So if we go back, if we go all the way back to, we started in October last year up to the current day, and then apply that, it will then update this graph. So that shows the whole time we've been using promoted listings. Now we started here, so the first result we've got is on the 29th of October. So that's the entire year. We had a big spike here in March. I don't know what the relevance is of March. I don't know why we had a big spike there. An odd big spike there. Now these are sold items, by the way. So in the whole period we've been doing this, so 11 months roughly, 539 items sold. If we go back to the beginning, so this is 16,344,246 impressions. So that's the amount of time my items have appeared on people's screens or phones or wherever they're looking. So they've been shown to people over 16 million times. Out of those impressions, it generated 26,733 clicks. So that many people have actually seen the promoted listing and clicked through it, and 26,733 clicks has turned into 539 sold items. And then if you look up here, these are numbers. So, and I think the important numbers, it has cost us in fees £89.09. But for that cost, we have generated in turnover, obviously, a lot of this will have free shipping included, maybe. So that would have to come out. Not all of our listings do. We kind of mix and match. You'll also have fees to come out of that. But it's generated £5,190. So I think those are the important numbers here. And remember, we're not promoting everything. And we also run very low percentages on our promoted listings. They tend to be 1 or 2%. You can push much higher, have a higher promoted listing percentage, but that affects the amount you pay. So these results that we're sharing, we're not promoting everything, and we're using very low percentages. And this is what we've achieved in almost a year. At a cost of £89, we've generated £5,190 in turnover. So make of that what you will. Also within this, you can click your sales report. This shows you the actual items. Why is that not working? Oh, here we go. So for example, we've sold this bone china duck. The ad fee was 32p. We sold this set of motorbike leathers for 150. The ad fees were £1.65, so that was set on, I think it was like 1.2% or something. We sold these live on the edge leathers as well at £60, and that cost us 66p. So again, set at around 1%, etc., etc. You know, there's all sorts, a whole range of stuff. Clothing in here, look, £40 cashmere blend jumper with a fee of 40p, etc. So that's quite interesting to look through and see which items have sold through promoted listings. So I'm going to continue using it. Let me just come out of screen share for a minute. If I can know how to do it. There we go. So there you go. Those are the raw numbers. So effectively, we've spent around £90 to make over £5 in turnover. And I think if somebody offered you that off the bat, give us 90 quid, we'll give you £5 in turnover on your store, I think all of us would just pay it, wouldn't we? I mean, that's a great advert for promoted listings, really. The one big caveat I would say about this is we have no way of knowing whether, take those leathers, for example, those 2 leather motorbike outfits. We listed those earlier this week and they've been selling really well. I think we listed like 9 or 10 sets or something, and we sold 4 already. There is no way of knowing whether that buyer would have bought those anyway, were they promoted or not. You know, there's no way of knowing that. Were they searching for that particular brand of leathers in that particular size, and they would have found it and bought it anyway, whether it's promoted or not? That is the only thing that there's no way of knowing whether this £89 generated those sales, or we would have achieved those sales anyway. I don't know. I would love to know what you think. I'd love to know if you've been using promoted listings for a while. Are you still using it? Are you tweaking up the rate, the percentage? Are you keeping it low as we are? And how you found your results? I'm going to carry on using it for now. And because I can't argue with those numbers, really. £90 spent to achieve £5 worth of turnover. But the question that always bugs me is, would they have bought the item anyway if I wasn't promoting it? Would they have found it and bought it anyway? Who knows? Anyway, I just thought I would share. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to know more about the ins and outs of how promoted listings works, I will link a video at the end of this video on the little end screen, and I will also drop it below in the description, where we spoke to eBay about the ins and outs of what promoted listings is and how it works. So check that out if you're still in the dark as to what we're talking about. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.